Hello YouTube, I'm Wawa Siskumba and this is my video on my 2-inch air cannon. This cannon took me quite a long time to work on, kept breaking and things kept going wrong, but I think I've finally gotten it into a stable condition where I can finally make a video on it. Sorry for the late video. For those who don't know what a piston valve is, it is essentially a more advanced valve than a ball valve. It can release air a lot faster. So in a piston valve, you only have one moving part, which is this bolded region here. And what this is it's basically a bolt with a bunch of washers on it. And each washer on the end has a check valve. And a check valve only allows air to go one way. So when you're filling from here, it goes around the check valve because the check valve allows it to go in this direction and into your chamber and it pressurizes, but it can't go back out because it only can go one way. So also when you're filling, since the check valve provides a little resistance to get the air to go around, it will move this piston forwards, and when it moves forwards, it pushes this part, which usually has a rubber face on the front, against this, which is essentially where your air is going to come out. So it seals off the teat entirely because the air pressure behind it, which builds up after the air goes past the check valve, pushes it even harder against the front. And this completely seals off the cannon and doesn't let any air out in any direction. In order to fire the cannon, you have to exhaust the air pressure back here behind the piston, and when that happens, since all the air is gone and the air can't come around the piston, it just hits the check valve, stops, and starts moving the piston back, overcomes the air pressure right here, and when it jumps back, it leaves this part unclogged and all the air from the chamber goes up and around and out of the front. So for this cannon, I'm using a chamber that is 3-inch PVC and 30 inches long. And that takes quite a while to fill up, but I find that it's able to, even the piston valve is able to release the air extremely fast. This is the piston from my cannon, and how it works is I use this rubber washer that I found at the hardware store, and since it has this cone shape, what air pressure does when it encounters this is it goes up and over when it's going in one direction, the way it doesn't seal. When it comes back, it hits this metal washer right here and seals it off, allowing it to jump back when I exhaust the pilot pressure. My piston has 3 rings. The backmost ring allows it to stay stable in the tube that it rides in. This is the actual check valve, and then this ring up here seals against the barrel. Okay, so at the back of the cannon, I'm actually using 3 valves. I'm using the blowgun pilot to pilot the 1-inch, which is then piloting the 2-inch, which is the main firing valve. And this 2-inch is a piston valve. And of course I have my Schrader valve up top so I can fill it up with a bike pump. Okay, so one of the main issues I kept having with this cannon was the sprinkler valve. It would not seal a bunch of different times because I don't know why. I would just try to fill it up with my bike pump and it would just go straight through the valve without sealing or anything. So if you try to make this cannon, I would advise buying maybe a different company. I think this is an Orbit sprinkler valve, so maybe you would want to get like a Rainbird or something because I've had bad experiences with these ones. Unfortunately, during the filming of this video, the elbow broke on me, so what I had to do is buy a new one. And I bought this 90-degree one instead of the other one, and it feels much more solid and looks more durable compared to the other one, which was more curved like a U shape. This one's more straight like a 90-degree angle. It's very cold outside today, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple dry fire tests inside, because the PVC will become very brittle outside, and since the piston's flying back with a lot of force, it could break the gun. So for now, we're just going to do a couple dry fire tests. Maybe later I'll release a video of cannon shooting outside. Okay, this is a test shot at 10 psi. Okay, we're at 20 psi now. Okay, so that is the video on my 2-inch piston valve air cannon. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.